Okay, good evening all. Today we have a seminar, and on the same, I'm going to share the screen first, so it will be easy for everyone. I request everyone to take part because this topic which I'm going to cover today has a lot of importance in the individual's life. So what I'm trying to teach is like I'm going to connect with the industry, with the personal life, with the professional life, and how it can be useful for everyone. So that's the topic. Just please allow me to share the screen. Can you see the PPT? uh, One can answer because now my screen is different, so I can't see the team screen. PPT is visible to all.
It is visible.
Okay, thank you. Fine. So today's topic is the customer service in the workplace. Now, this is very important and interesting in nowadays. We have heard many things about customer service. So, customer service, what we understand is once someone is buying anything from the one of the shop or mall or somewhere, and then if they need any support, what support is being provided or offered by that particular office or showroom or mall, we generally term it as a customer service, right? So this is for the outsider, so who comes to us, purchase goods or service from us, and if they need any support, we offer that service or support. That will be termed as a customer service. But here it is all about the customer service in the workplace. If any one of you can share me what do you mean by this or what you understand by this topic, because let's make it interactive. One of you can try to please answer. Anyone would like to take a chance? No? Okay. So let me continue with this. So today in this session, we are going to cover this is the outline. So we'll discuss first what is the meaning of the topic, which is very important to understand. This is a concept which is being offered now more and more importance in the world. Second, the key aspects associated with that and the characteristic. What are the characteristic of the same? Next point we are going to cover is the importance for the same. Okay, what is the importance? Why we are studying this? Why we are discussing this? Why the seminar is being held on this topic only? Then what are the challenges associated with this? Then to offer the customer service, what is the importance of qualification? So we will also understand the importance of qualification associated with these service offerings. Then we are going to talk about the requirements from the organization. What organization also needs to do to enhance this all concept, which we are going to discuss. Then the benefits associated with this, and what are the future scope. So these are the total outline what we are going to cover in today's seminar, and we'll take it one by one. Now, starting with that, I'm sure you must have heard about the 5 P's in the marketing strategy. There are 4 P's, 5 P's, and 7 P's, right? So product, price, place, promotion, we all are aware of. But the important part, which is on number 4, mentioned is people. So if any business wants to be successful, right? So product or the services what we are offering definitely plays an important role, but it is being manufactured or offered by the employees only, right? So the people in the organization plays an important role. So this is the most important parameter, and the importance of people within the organization. That's what we are going to discuss today. So let's understand what is customer service in the workplace. So far, it is okay to everyone. One can just drop a message in the chat box. Is it okay to everyone? Okay, so let me take it forward. Now, the concept of customer service in the workplace. So here, to make it easy, customer service, we know, we understand what is the meaning of the customer services. Just we discussed, and now we also understand what is workplace. This is a combination of these two words to make the concept easy. So workplace is the office. Basically, in the layman term, we can say workplace is the office. So in office, what we offer to our employees. So if we see the first line, this is like welcome to the world of customer service in the workplace, where the principles of the excellent service are not limited to the interactions with the external customer, but it is extended to how we serve our colleagues and internal customer within the organization, which means that how we support our staff, our colleagues, people who are working in the organization. It's not to the external world, it's to the internal world. So the people who are working within the company in the four wall of the organization, they also need lot of support, and those supports are termed as a customer service in the workplace. So sorry. So if our customers, which are our employees, they are happy, then the things will be more productive. That we will cover in the coming slides. So customer service in the workplace refers to the practice of providing excellent services and support to employees within an organization. So as we discussed, this is like providing the support and service, and which is to the excellent level within the organization. So in any support which our customers, which our employees are looking for, which our colleagues are looking for, sometimes we give the more importance to the customers. Not deny on that, but the important parameter is equal importance should be given to the employees as well, because they are the finally producer or provider of the goods or services. So employees are considered internal customers because they rely on the assistance and resources of other department or co-workers to perform their jobs effectively. So in any of the manufacturing unit, what happens, there are multiple process involved, and everyone on depend on the other department. So there are various departments in the organization, like finance, marketing, HR, production, quality control, quality assurance, dispatch. So from store to dispatch, there are multiple departments are associated. There are multiple people working in that. Everyone has their set processes, right? And based on that, they need to work. So, and sometimes it is also called as in a technical term, line production. So everything is in the line. So one has to complete step one, then only step two will begin, and likewise, so on and so forth. It will be go on. So in this case, we need to be very careful that we equally take care of our internal customer first, because if they face, when our internal customer, which are our employees, if they face any trouble, problems, or they are unheard, in that case, their morale will be down. So this all topic of the seminar is towards that, and that's how equal importance the way we give to the external customers, it is important to offer to the internal customer, which is our colleagues. So it's very commonly said that if you have happy employees, that will produce happy customer, and that will automatically and ultimately give successful company. So we have to equally focus on the happy employees. We need to work on that, the way, how many, what are the things, what needs to be taken care of. Let's herd them. Let's try to incorporate the facilities what they are looking for. So this is the concept of customer service in the workplace. Now, if anyone wants to say anything, the floor is open for the discussion, because this is the the concept, right? So customer service in the workplace, it's need to be understood properly. Any doubt to anyone? Members are requested to take part. You can chat, you can unmute your mic. More the interactive, more the session will be meaningful. Everything is okay? Shall I go to the next point?
Yes, Doc.
Thank you. Just a minute. Yeah. I'm trying to play a video. Please let me know if the sound is not there. Here in this video, let me first begin with.
Herzlich willkommen.
Just need to observe the facial expression of the employee. The way they are offering their services to the employee, the services to the customer is very angry, and how the employees reacted to, or staff is reacting to that. That is more important to see. I'm trying to play this. If sound is not there, just let me know.
Im Porsche-Zentrum. Was kann ich für Sie tun?
Ich möchte mein Fahrzeug zur Wartung anmelden.
Außerdem bleibt der Anlasser manchmal hängen.
Um welches Fahrzeug handelt es sich?
Um einen Porsche 111, T111,
Meinen Sie 911? Ist es ein Cabrio oder ein Coupé?
111 Diesel, Cabrio.
Right. So in this video, we could see that the importance of the staff. The customer was so disappointed. It was expressed through the face, right? So he was looking for some services, and how so well it was being managed by the staff, and they managed to solve the issue, and customer went with the happy face. That's how the it is written over here, that happy employees will definitely generate happy customers, and it will definitely go towards success of the company. Sound was there? Can anyone please answer? Sound was there?
Yes, it was there.
Thank you so much. So now we are clear with the concept of the importance of customer service at the workplace, which is in the office. Now, when we want to do this, we also need to understand what are the key aspects. If we want to start with this, in some organization it is being followed so well, in some organization it is there, but we can take it to the, so the organization can take it to the next level. And some organization, I think it can be, so there are three various stage. It is on the urge of starting, it is there, but can be taken on the next level. And the third is, it is on the proper level. So the characteristic involved in this, and the key aspect, helping colleagues, this is the most fundamental point. So to start with that, the first mindset has to be, created or trained to everyone is, let's help our colleague. Because someone is new, someone is on the mid level, someone on the senior level, someone has joined the organization very recently, someone is experienced but joined organization from the various other sector. So they need some support. Some members may be old but not access to everything. So in that case, employee in the different department or role support each other by providing the necessary information, resources, or assistance to accomplish task and meet the organizational goal. Because everything what we are doing as an employee is to achieve the organizational goal. So in that case, helping colleague will always, you know, have a multiple benefits. So the first very important aspect is to cultivate the culture of helping colleagues, to help everyone in the organization. That is the most important thing. Another important thing would be effective communication, because it is very clear that if there won't be communication, or there will be a communication gap, it will not create a proper result. So clear and open communication plays an important role in customer services. So employees should be able to ask questions, seek guidance, and share information with ease. So if anyone wants to know anything, right, here in the earlier video we have seen that a lady who was attending the call wanted to know something, and it was being called by so she called her immediate senior, and he answered so well, right? So likewise, that ease should be maintained. Ki if someone wants to ask a question, the floor should be open with the ease that anyone can ask any question. So with this, what happens, ki they don't need to assume everything, they can always ask and clarify the things. So in that case, things will become more easy. So effective communication is again the second most important key aspect to implement customer service properly in the organization. Third important point is problem resolution. So now we need to resolve the problem. So in case they have any problem, right? Employee facing any problem in terms of health, in terms of work pressure, in terms of workload, in terms of work life balance, anything, any such part, or let's say anything related to work, not having proper knowledge about that work job, or need more training, anything, shortage of anything, so we need to resolve that problem. So just like an external customer service, addressing issues and resolving conflict among colleagues is an essential part of the workplace customer service. So in this slide we have seen three aspects, which start with first a mindset of helping colleague, second to create a effective communication, and third is to resolve the problem. Any question on this slide, members? Any question on this slide? Please, you can respond. Any doubt?
No question.
Thank you. Yeah, anyone wants to say anything?
It's clear, Doc. It's clear.
Thanks. Moving further, same topic. So another key aspect is teamwork. In the earlier slide we have seen that we have to help the colleagues, we have to listen them, we have to solve their problem. Now teamwork, because as I explained, in the plant, in the manufacturing unit, or in the service oriented unit, there is a series of work associated. So once the step 1 is done, then only it will go to stage 2. After stage 2, it will go to stage 3. And everywhere it is team. Even on the stage 1 or 2, there are internal teams, there are core teams. So everyone has to perform their role, but being a team member. So promotive, a collaborative, and a team-oriented atmosphere where employees work together towards common objective. This is very, very important because everyone cannot be the all-rounders. So one may be good in X, another may be good in Y. But in a team, we need the output of X, Y, and Z. So if we have such kind of combination in it, everyone works in a team, that will flourish out like X, Y, and Z as an outcome. So this is important to have a teamwork. Another most important aspect is mutual respect. Again, this is important because without respect, it's now a time where everyone seeks respect. Everyone give importance to the self-respect. So we need to understand that, and we need to cultivate the atmosphere in the organization that with the respect of all the individual, whatever the designation is, should be maintained. So treating colleague with the respect and courtesy, regardless of their position or department, and valuing their contribution to the organization, because every member is important. Every member is performing their job. So if someone is missing their role, or someone is missing not doing their role properly, it will affect the other process as well. So we have to respect the job which is going on. So treating colleague with the respect and courtesy, again, that is a main important aspect to cultivate this culture in the organization. Moving further, efficiency and timeliness. Providing assistance and resource promptly to the support colleague in meeting their job responsibility. In this time, it's a time where the businesses are flourishing. It's a growing time where, and even in the organization, everyone is given with their targets. So to attain the targets, to achieve those targets, employee needs certain raw material as well. They need some resources as well. So if they are in IT firm, they need some resources. If they are in the other way, they need somebody's in tourist, somebody's in multiple sectors are there. But everyone needs proper resources. If the resources are not being provided on time, it will definitely affect their efficiency and the responsibility or their target they cannot meet. So in this case, it's a responsibility, collective responsibility of the organization to provide the things on time. The next important point is to offer employee training and development scopes. So that means providing them a chance to have a training in their department or where they are going to move next. So train them. The organization is looking for, or the organization has what expectation from the employee. Have we trained them? So whether it is on the job, off the job training, but we need to train our employees. So training will give them clear direction. Okay, what is being expected out of them. So due to this, what happens? A proper training will give them a chance to develop themselves, and then they will flourish like anything. So if we want a successful executive or successful manager to perform their duty, the first role to give them a training. Everyone in the organization who got selected on the particular position carries the minimum required qualification. So that domain knowledge they have as per the company policy. But they are new to the company. So what we are expected as a management from the employee, we need to train them. So the first, another important aspect is let's train them as per our requirement, and then give them a chance to develop. And once they are performing well, they are trained, they are developing well, they'll also remain motivated. And that's how it is very, very important. The slide is done. Humble request. Any doubt in this? Any doubt? Any question? Yes, member. All clear?
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you so much. Moving further, recognition and appreciation. See, recognition, I'll give the example. Everyone needs to recognize. Everyone loves appreciation, right? So if you are doing some good job, it's a duty of your immediate manager or immediate supervisor to recognize that yes, this job has been done well by this person, right? Everybody loves appreciation. If they appreciate in front of the group of people, right, it will enhance your morale, it will boost your morale, and you would love to do that job again and again with that high standard. But for that, what is important? One should recognize your efforts. Sometimes it happens that in the employees they are saying we are working too much, but no one is there to recognize. So why to do this much of work? And there is another organization where people are putting their hard efforts, where they are saying I am working very hard, reason being I am being recognized and appreciated in a different way, right? So if you want to get work done from your employees, the important thing is being a manager, being a senior person, you need to recognize their efforts. Though it is a small effort made by them, right? But it was a part of their duty. So now it's your moral duty to recognize and appreciate. This will create a positive culture in the organization, and people would love to work and love to attain much more higher standards, right? So this is important aspect to recognize and appreciate members, so it will create a very positive scenario in the organization. Next important point is feedback and improvement. Feedback always works well, and it's encouraging feedback from the colleagues and using it to enhance process and overall work environment. Feedback are very important. Let's give me the example. Our After every slide I am asking this question, everything is clear, any doubt, right? And you are putting your efforts to reply, but this will give me a little bit of satisfaction ki, yes, now to whom I am talking is clear with the topic. So this feedback, and if you are saying no, it will give me a chance to improve, so I will explain this once again. Same goes with the industry, right? So when our colleagues are asking, or if they are not on the right track, when I'm saying right track, that means if they are making any mistake or small mistake or larger mistake, we can always suggest them, "Okay, don't do this mistake, it will double your work only," right? Or it is against the policy, it will have a create a lot of trouble in terms of wastage of the material. So this feedback given by the manager will enhance their knowledge, it will give them clarity, what is being expected, what is allowed, what is the wrong method, what is the right method. Sometimes it happens they are not doing anything intensely, but because they were not aware, proper training was not being offered, and that's how that was going. So either it is good, bad, mediocre, whatever the feedback, the earlier point says recognize, appreciate, and at the same time please pass feedback, so that will give the improvement. So it is very clear that feedback should not be considered as a point of criticism. If I am asking are you clear, if you are asking me any question, I am not considering it as a criticism. It's not to criticize. Feedback is an always a tool for the improvement. If we are at this level, we can go one level plus. That should be the first mindset set among all the members, so that people are ready to share their feedback and they will take it in a positive sense. Otherwise, if the feedback is considered as the point of a criticism, then people will be afraid, and then they will not take any risk, because they're aware that if I take a risk, or if I give something differently, I wanted to try, but if it gets fail, it will impact me, my job. So they don't want to do. So in that case, feedback should be considered very, very positively a point of improvement, right? And lastly, the most important point, cultural sensitivity. This is very important because nowadays the companies are well connected across the globe. Even we are sitting in a different country, right? So there are cultural differences. First foremost important thing, we need to respect the culture of each other, right? Even in the companies where MNCs are there are diverse cultural people are working and working on the same project, right? So we need to recognize and respecting diversity within the workplace and ensuring that interactions are inclusive and considerate of the various backgrounds and perspective. So we need to understand and respect the culture because this is a sensitive point. So we need to respect, understand, and by considering everything, we need to take it forward. So by considering those, we need to define the policies and all, which will enhance the morale of the employees. So once they are happy, they understand, okay, this is the way company works, which is very satisfying to me. I'm ready to work with this organization. I'm planning to stay back long in this organization, and I'll try to give my all efforts to this company to take the company to the next level. So now these are the key aspects, characteristic for the importance of the workplace, right? So customer service at the workplace. Now this is important to understand. Reason being, now every organization or every company wants to grow. And what are the way to grow? There are very simple way. If a company works right, when someone start the organization, it may be limited to, this is just an example, hypothetical example. It may be limited to X region. They want to expand. So expansion will happen when the sales goes up. So sales goes up in the one way is to expand the territory. So earlier they were working with the X territory. Now their supply has gone to Y territory as well, which means their customer are now in the Y territory as well. Now X, Y, and Z they will expand. So now let us put an example that X, Y, Z is one country. Now from country X, Y, Z they will go to country A, country B, country C. That's how they are growing. And when growing, these all points are very important to understand. You will find different people from the different part of the world, how we will handle them. But when we are selecting people, we select right people in the organization. So we see their qualification, we see their talent, we see their where earlier they have worked with, what are the experience they carry, what are the expertise they carry. And that's on that point we always recruit. So that means you are recruiting right person. Now the duty is to maintain them, treat them properly, and this will give the success for sure. So this was the point. The second point is key aspect and characteristic. So this point is over here. Am I clear, members? Am I clear?
Doc,
Yes.
voice
Yes.
projection, I don't know whether that's from your end. I'm unable, I can hardly hear you from my end. So if you can speak up, I would really appreciate. I don't know what you can do from your end, but I'm unable to get you clearly, please.
Just a minute. Now is it clear to you?
Still I'm unable to.
Okay. Just give me a minute. Other members, are you able to listen me properly?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, can you please rejoin? We'll wait for you to rejoin.
Yes, I can help. I can hear you clear.
Yeah, is it okay to you now? Or you wish to rejoin? Meanwhile, members, any doubt, any question you want to ask? Meanwhile, a person joins again. Any question to anyone? Yeah, anyone wants to ask question? Yes, please. Now, is it clear to you? Shall I go ahead?
Yes, you may go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, now moving further. So we have covered so far. Let me take you to the outline. We have done introduction. We have done key aspect and characteristic. Now we are moving towards the importance, which is third point. Now, why customer service at workplace is important? Why it is playing an important role? Now, I believe that the members are clear. Okay, what is customer service? The customer service, I'm repeating if someone has joined little late. I'm repeating customer service at workplace means the way we take care of our external customers. We do everything to satisfy them, right? So if they need any support from our side, if they need to talk to us, the company is always available. So the when I'm saying company is employees are always available to support customers. The same thing when we need to do for our employees are also known as internal customers. So the concept is we need to equally take care of our customer. We need to take care of our internal customer, which is our employees. If we take care of our employees, they will take care of our business, right? So now why it is important, why we need to take care of our employees? So the first important point is employee satisfaction. When someone believes that, okay, they are being heard, whatever they want to say, they can convey, and it will be heard properly and in the right manner, they'll be satisfied. And that's the first point. So when employee receive excellent service and support from their colleagues and various internal departments, they feel valued and appreciated. It is natural that someone is listening to you, it is being appreciated, right? They feel very appreciated. Okay, yes, when I put my point, there is someone who is ready to hear that. This in turn boosts their job satisfaction and morale, and leading to a higher retention rate and lower turnover. This is very important, very, very important. As I said earlier, nowadays market is open. That means opportunities are there in the world. People will get the job. So the challenge which organizations are facing is the high turnover. When I'm saying turnover, which means employee leaving the job. So one company is training their employee, they are learning everything. Once they learn, they may leave. They leave because they are getting some better opportunity in terms of financials, commercials aspects. So again, the company will face the problem. Now, employee may leave the company for the multiple reasons. But if this concept is being implemented, okay, customer service, then the chances of retentions are very, very high, and people leaving the or employee leaving the organization will become less in the ratio, which is more important in the organization, right? So the stability will give this, more productivity to the organization because they understand the company very well, being in the system since long back. So the first is employee satisfaction. Second associated point is their productivity and efficiency will go up, because when they feel that yes, someone is ready to listen me. If any technical person is conveying a message that these are the technical requirement and we need to sort it out, otherwise this will create a problem to our customer. And if it is being heard and resolved at the right time, that will enhance the productivity and efficiency at an organization as well. So which says that effective customer service within the workplace ensure that employees have access to the resources, information, and assistance they need to perform their jobs efficiently. This in turn enhance overall workplace productivity. So what happens? They are happy because the productivity has gone up, their efficiency is up because they are being heard at the right time, right? And the problem has been resolved. The next important point is the collaborations. the collaborations in terms of the inter-department collaborations, because there are, as we discussed earlier as well, there are multiple departments which are working at the same time in the organization. So there may be finance, there will be marketing, there may be purchase, store, right, dispatch, multiple departments are there. So in this case, there must be a good collaborations among the department. So what happens, the positivity spread across. Yes, we carry a good term. So in case of any emergency, in case of any quick response required, quick support required, it will be sorted over a call. Okay, I need this support, right? Can you please help me? So because this will happen when the collaboration is on the good terms. So which says here that good workplace customer service encourage collaboration and teamwork among the employees and department. When employees are willing to help each other and work together smoothly, projects and tasks are completed more efficiently and effectively. So this is very, very important that we carry a good collaborations among the different departments. So these are the 3 points which we discuss under the title of importance of customer service at the workplace. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, it's clear, Doc.
Thank you. The same slide, moving next, the next point, point number 4. It will create positive work environment. This is very important that nowadays multiple companies, the various companies in the world are playing important role to be on the list that preferred place to work with, right? So they wanted to be there, and they wanted to create a culture with the positivity, which means that employee would love to go to office or at a workplace on a daily basis. So to create that, they should be heard, they should be treated well, they should be treated respectfully, and that's how the positive work environment can be cultivated. So which means that if employee says no, I'm not feeling good to go with the organization, they'll start absenteeism and all, which will affect the productivity of the organization, and it will finally lead to the problems to the organization as well. So the important task is, if we take care of the customer service at workplace, or if we take care of our employees, the positive work environment will be there, so that in case of if someone is asking their department people to stay back for a long hours or to do overtime to finish the projects, they will do it happily, because the environment is created in such a way. So to create positive work environment, it is important. Next point is problem resolution. In this point we also covered on the earlier point, which means that if customer is facing any kind, or that is internal customer, which is our employee, facing any kind of problem, we need to resolve that, we need to try to address that. Sometimes it happens that they are having the health issues, right? They have some family issues, personal issues. So try to resolve that as much as possible from the organization point of view, right? So that they feel that appreciated, heard, and valued. Work, which means that it is narrated here that workplace customer service help address and resolve conflicts, challenges, and issues that may arise among the employees or between the departments. Sometimes it happens that there are conflicts between the employees as well, between the department as well, and that will create a lot of trouble. So to create a positive work environment, those problems should be sorted immediately, and those should be given the attention on the urgent basis. The last point on the slide is employee engagement. Engaged employees are more committed to their work and to the organizational goal. Excellent workplace customer service plays a significant role in keeping employees engaged and motivated, which means that the employees should be engaged properly. So if person are coming to the organization for 8 to 10 hours of a job, they should be given a proper job. They must not be overloaded, but at the same time they must not be underloaded. Otherwise the work environment may be get disturbed, right? Because less of work is there, so they are free, and it may happen that the free employee may disturb the other employee who is having the workload. So and along with that, a proper employee engagement activity should also be carried out by the HR department. So with the help of that, what happens, they are being called for some meetings, for some functions. So they will give their attention, they will know each other. So once they know each other, they'll interact with each other. The positive environment will be uh, created in the organization, and that will help them only. So there are 3 points which we have discussed in this slide: positive work environment, problem resolution, and employee engagement. And to create that, this is very important to have a customer service at the workplace. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Thank you. In the continuation of the same, the next point is organizational reputation. Now companies given
Okay.
equal
Okay.
Sir, any question? Okay. Now company gives equal importance to the brand reputation, which means the brand has been established, right? They need to take care about the reputation of the organization as well. So now, if any incidents goes wrong in the organization, it will be affected their brand name as well. And these incidents are generally within the organization, which is like, it may happen that between the employees, right? If any clashes or so. So to avoid this all, a positive environment should be cultivated in the organization, so that reputation will also go up. So if the positivity spread across the all the members of the organization, what happens, when someone is asking how is your organization, the employee will say it's definitely good work to place with, to pl- to work with, right? So in that case, what happens, the positivity will go out. Yes, it is good place to work, it is really good place, they take care of employees, they listen to employees. This positivity will go up and up, and that will definitely build a reputation for the organization. So a talent will come to your organization, and you can easily retain this talent. And that's how it is important to have a good organizational reputation. Moving next, efficient operations. So any operations in terms of the production, support, everything, it should be taken care properly when there is a positivity among the employees, right? So well organized and efficient internal processes, which are supported by good workplace customer services, help reduce operational bottlenecks and delays. So if the things are planned properly, if the environment is such a way, people knows each other, there are proper engagement activities has been done, so what happens, everything is very smoothly in operations. So to take care of this, a proper workplace criteria has to be set. That means employee must be taken care properly. The last point on the slide is employee development. As we discussed earlier as well, give them a training for the current job, training for the other jobs as well. So in the organization, there are two type of training which nowadays required. One is the technical training, which is the requirement of the job, right? That means someone is on the engineering department, training related to the work which he or she is supposed to do. So that technical training. And the another one is the soft skill training, where the communication, the behavioral aspects, the thought process, everything being discussed, and they are working to uh, grow them, or everybody train them to take them to the next level. So everyone in the organization wants to go to the next level in the organization. So they need certain skills, and which is being very very well known by the organization. So organization can arrange such training for the employees to prepare them for the next level. So someone, just an example, someone is working as a manager in the organization, and he or she now needs to move up to the next level, which is senior manager, but they need certain trainings. So provide such trainings to the members and take them to the next level. This development of the employees will offer them a motivation, and that will give them the, again, less turnover will happen in the organization, because there are 2 points. One, they see that they are being valued in the organization, their development is also there in the organization, so nobody wants to leave the organization. And that's how the things are being taken care. But everything can be taken care when we give importance to the taking care of the our employees. So again, we discussed 3 points in this slide. Any doubt to anyone?
No, everything is clear.
Thank you so much. Let's see another video. This video is about the customers. This is to the external customer, service to the external customer, but by the teamwork, efficient teamwork of the internal customer. That is, which means that the teamwork which is being offered by the employees to an external customer. A very nice video. Let's see.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Here you are. Have a nice ride.
Thank you.
Okay, go, go, go. Yeah, I found them. They are the 884.
Welcome aboard on your flight within 501. We'll be ready for departure and enjoy your flight. Mr. Smith Jr., can you look outside, please? There's a surprise for you.
We aggressive robots. We get the extra smile.
Good afternoon, SL 146 is ready to taxi.
Mr. Smith boarding? Just a minute. I'll just check here. He's just boarded.
Say go, go, go.
Mr. Smith, can you look outside? There's a message for you.
Yes!
Right. So in this, we could see that very nicely made advertisement, okay, where the staff is putting a lot of efforts in a systematic way by having the teamwork to convey a message. Right. So that is what it is important. Yeah. Moving next. Innovation. Now, if company wants or organization wants to bring the innovation, again, this is important. So when employees feel supported and encouraged to share their ideas and perspective, it can lead by innovation and creative problem solving within the organization. Sometimes it happens. If the policy is so strict, right? If any employee makes a mistake, the penalty will be there. So in that case, none of the employee will try to do anything new, which is, it may be some new idea, it may be some new perspective, it may work, it may fail, it may give result, it may fail. So there is always a if and but in trying something new, but organization has to do something in that manner as well. So the organization is growing because they are investing a lot of money in the R&D, which is research and development, which is where the innovations are being happen. And for that, organization needs to give a freedom to the employees to take the chances. So they can work on their ideas, they can do their, of course, with a lot of responsibility. But if there is a failure, that is fine, but the innovation will come out of in this way only. So to get the innovation, first of all, the important thing is let's create that environment in the organization. So if the organization environment is supportive, okay, yes, you can do something new, you can try something new, then it will work. Otherwise, it will create a lot of trouble. So then otherwise innovation will not happen because it's not in the policies are not in the favor of the employees. Next point, customer centric culture. Here, a culture of the excellent internal customer service often extend to the external customer service. Employees who experience high quality service in the workplace are more likely to provide outstanding service to external customers. That means the way we give the support on the service to the external customers, right? And that to at external excellent level, the same should be passed to the employees, which is internal customer. When we are ready to give the excellent service to the outsider, that is outside customer, external customer, let's give the same to the internal. So if we keep again, the important point which comes again and again is employees. So let's give them the proper, very excellent support, right? So they'll be happy, and the same they will pass it to the outside customers as well. Next, an important point, try to reduce the stress, because the stress will be definitely there nowadays. The targets are there, the expectation of the customers are also going up, right? The expectations of the employers are also going up. So in that case, to balance between, employee is the bridge. So employee has to balance both the expectations of the employer and at the customers. So they will be naturally under stress. So some job are very stressful job, right? So good workplace customer service can help to reduce the stress level among the employees. When they know they can rely on their colleagues and department for assistance, they can focus on their task without unnecessary anxiety. Because what happens if they feel, okay, there is a stress, but if something goes wrong, there is a team, there is a department who is ready to help me, they're ready to take the risk, they will be not under much stress. But if they feel if anything goes wrong, there is no one to support me, they will be always under stress. So we need to cultivate such environment in the organization where we see that people are ready to support us, right? So that should be created. So to reduce the stress, this is important to have a customer service at the workplace. So that environment needs to be created, right? So we are done with the 3 slides. Any question on this? Yes, members.
No question.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Now, the importance we have seen again. This is the third point which is done. Importance is done. Now moving further. But before moving further, any question, anything you want to ask? Let's take a 2 minute of break here. So if anyone have any question, they can definitely ask. Any question to anyone, they can ask. No questions? Just a minute.
Yes, no question.
Okay. Now, so far we understood the importance, that the key aspects, everything was actually a goody thing. But it's not that easy to implement such environment in the organization, because environment is made up of lot many people. So lot many steps, lot many things definitely will be there, right? So there are challenges as well, right? So what are the challenges? Now, why we are discussing this point? The the main reason is, if we understand the challenges, then we can resolve it. And that's how this is covered in this slide. So the challenges in the customer service, the challenges in the customer service at the workplace, the communication issue. The first is communication issue. See, the poor communication leads to misunderstanding, delays, frustration among the employees. This includes unclear instruction, misinterpreted messages, and difficulties in reaching the right people for the assistance. Poor communication. This is the biggest issue what can create a problem to the customer service, right? Just a minute. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Now the challenges. The first issue what we have seen in the organization, sometime it happens, is just a small problem or a silly problem which is converted into a large problem because of the communication. So when there is a communication gap, it will definitely hamper the customer service at the workplace. So so the best way to handle this is, let everyone be aware about the all relevant informations. So whatever is relevant to them to know, when I'm saying relevant, it means that to that individual and to that department, let them all know what is the important message or instructions or orders from the organization side. Because when there is a communication gap, it will create a lot of negativity, right? They feel that they are not aware what to do next. So in that case, the communication issues are there, that will generate frustration among the employees. They feel frustrated, they are misinterpreted the messages because they don't know what is right, because the message has not been received. So in such cases, if there is a communication issue, the challenges will be definitely there. So to resolve the problem, what is the answer to this point is to create a right communication channel, so that everyone is aware about all the relevant and related informations. Second point of the challenge will be lack of training in the organization. If that individual or a team or a department has not been offered with the proper training by the right people, this will not give them the clarity towards the work, and ultimately they will feel demotivated. The point which are written over here is, inadequate training can result in employees who are ill equipped to handle customer service request or support their colleagues efficiently. Without proper training, employees may make errors and provide incorrect information, which we already discussed. Because the training is not there, they're not clear what they're supposed to do. And when they're not clear, so if someone was asking, please help me immediately, but unfortunately they are not clear to what they are supposed to do, right? And in that case, overall system will go down. So in that case, the important aspect is provide them proper and adequate training, what is required to perform their job at the best, right? So we have seen that the first is communication. If the communication is the issue, the problem will be there in the organization. Second is, if training are not being provided up to the mark, problem will happen. Likewise, the third point is, in the earlier slide we discussed about the collaborations. That is the point, interdepartmental conflicts. If there are a conflict between the two departments or different departments, then the problem will arise like anything. So if just an example, it's just a layman example. So if purchase department wants to purchase anything, and if the finance department says payment will not be released in so and so time, then there will be a clash. So due to that, the raw material has not been received to the production department or to the store at the right time, and due to that, the ultimate production has been affected. So this is what the conflict will result into. So interdepartment conflict should be avoided at all level, and for that, management plays an important role. So everyone has to take care of this aspect that there must not be any conflict in the organization, within the department and interdepartment. So if we see the challenges which are written on these slides are clearly indication is that if they are there, problems will be there in the organization. So communication, training, and conflicts. This will definitely affect. Yeah. Any question? Everything is clear to all members? Please respond.
Everything is clear.
Clear.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Another challenge is now this is a different challenge, resistance to change. Now here, employee may resist to change in the processes, technology, organization structure that affect how customer service is delivered. Resistance can slow down adaptations and hinder the improvements, which means that here the point is the meaning of the point is there will be a challenge. There will be a challenge in terms of resistance is there from the employee side. Organization is ready. Earlier point was saying that company is not offering the training program, but in this case, what is the point? Company is ready, organization is ready to provide the training, but that and when there is a training, that's trainings will maybe because nowadays the technologies keep changing. So a person who was working earlier manual in the production department has to work now on the automated machine. So these are certain technical machines, little difficult machines to operate, right? So the training is required, but employees are resistant to adopt these changes. So when this resistance to change is there, they are not ready to offer or adopt the new way to deliver the service to the customer. The environment will be definitely affected. So it is very, very important that okay, when we select a staff, when I'm saying staff, that is employees, it should be of the right selection. In the sense, I'm trying to say that okay, their mindset should be understood. Okay, are they ready to accept the changes or not? And that's how in the interview we are aware that some of the organizations always ask the question: Are you ready to accept the changes which may come in the future in the organization? Because these changes are inevitable. So changes will be there in the organization. We can't avoid that. Technical changes we can't avoid. It may happen that we are not ready to go ahead with this change, but our all competitors has already implemented that. So by seeing that market force, we need to go ahead with that. Otherwise, we may lose the customer, we may lose the business. So in that case, it is very, very, very important, right? So resistance to change. The next point is employee turnover. The high, so this we already discussed. If we have a right policy at place where we are saying that we will take care of the employees, right? They will not leave. But if the scenario in the organization says that okay, the people are keep changing the organization, keep leaving the organization, it will definitely affect the organization's structure and the services what are being offered to the customer, because the employee is not consistently over there. So customer will feel every time there is a change. So which means that the point says that high turnover rates can disrupt customer service efforts, as a new employee may require additional training and a time to become proficient in the roles. Frequent turnover can also lead to inconsistency in service quality, which means because the staff is leaving, employees are leaving, company has to hire a new member. So again, company has to train that new member, but the new member is being trained maybe by the old employee or maybe by somebody else. So there may be a information gap, there may be a communication gap, there may be any type of gap, right? So in this case, the outside customer, external customer may not get the consistent services. And due to that, what happens? The customer may feel dissatisfied. So this dissatisfaction leads towards business loss as well. So we need to be very, very careful that the atmosphere which is being created in the organization should be always employee centric so that we can control the employee turnover. And due to that, our customers are being taken care well. That's the meaning. So employee turnover should be always under control. Moving towards next, resource constraint. Now again, see, if you understand this point or you see the points very deeply, you will understand these are the challenges. If it is not there, it will definitely impact the workplace environment, right? Everything is there, but resources are limited. So in that case, it will definitely affect the overall environment. So there may be a limited resource, there may be limited staff, right? Staffing shortage would be there, budget constraint may be there. So these all things will impact overall performance of the organization. Because if there is a no if there is a shortage of budget, that will impact the supply or purchase. Purchase is affected, due to that the production is affected, and production is affected, that's how the sales is affected. And the similar way, we may lose the customer or we may get the money little late. So this is very, very important that the resource constraints should be handled very, very carefully, right? So we need to understand that if there is a resource constraint, management has to resolve that, right? To make the environment employee friendly. Yes, members. Any question on this slide? Yes, member. Any question on this slide? Everything is clear?
No, Mr. Everything is
Clear.
Thank you. Moving to further challenge, inadequate technology. So if you connect with the positive points, if that points are missing, that has impact as a challenge, right? So technology, if there are inadequate technology, it will have an impact. So outdated or inefficient technology can hinder the ability to provide timely assistance or support. Slow or unreliable systems can frustrate employees and hinder the productivity. Just for an example, currently this seminar is going online. If there is any, due to any technical fault, internet goes down, then it will start frustrating us because we are not able to communicate properly, right? It will create a lag in the system. So to avoid that, what is important? Technology, updated technology in all sense, a proper internet bandwidth, a proper laptop or a proper tablet or proper mobile phone, everything, right? Similar way it goes in the format for the industry as well, because now the time is very demanding, very challenging, competition is very cutthroat, right? So in that case, if you have to sustain in the market, if you have to grow in the market, you need those technological support. And if the systems are which is being used are outdated, it will definitely have an impact. And this is very important to understand, that if the adequate technology is there, this will definitely impact the overall environment of the organization, because then employees start talking about, okay boss, this is not done, we are unable to prove ourselves because of inadequate technology. It's not the error from the employee's point of view, but it is just because of the machine is not upgraded, the production is down. Machine is not upgraded, that's how the communication system may not work efficiently as it should be, right? The next point is cultural and diversity challenges. As we discussed in the earlier point as well, the cultural diversity will be there in the organization nowadays across the globe. The important point is we need to understand and we need to respect that. If it is being not taken care properly, it will create a lot of troubles in the organization, and which are very difficult to handle, right? So this is very, very important that all employees who are joining the organization should be given a training all the cultural diversity and the way overall behavior, right? So that all cultures are being respected and treated very, very properly, right? So then this point can be taken care. If any mistake in that, it will impact the overall organization culture. And the last point on this slide is workload and stress. Workload will be definitely there, right? But if workload is beyond some level, which is high workload, then with the tight deadlines will increase stress of the employee and can negatively impact employees' ability to provide effective customer service. So burnout can lead to reduced productivity and satisfaction. So organizations, managers needs to be very, very careful that workload should be there, but adequate workload should be there, right? So that workload should be adequate enough, so that employees should not consider this workload in the format of stress. Okay, now this is very, very strict deadlines are there. I'm unable to complete this. I'm chasing, but I'm unable to. Then they will be burnout. They will be frustrated, and they'll put down, right? Either jobs, either anything. But in that case, and when they are burned out, they will not able to offer the proper service to the customer as well. So their bad mood will be reflected on their behavior, and it may pass to the customer as well. So to avoid all this, the thing is workload. Understand the workload properly and pass it the same. And that's the importance is, right? So again, the challenge is what we discuss in the summarize, I would say inadequate technology, which is outdated technology, not handling properly cultural diversity, and workload and stress should be not taken care properly, will definitely create a lot of challenge in the customer service at the workplace. Any doubt in this slide?
No, everything is fine.
Thank you. Okay, now this video is the sometime it happens that in the organization the situation, sometime this is just a hypothetical example, right? So sometimes the situation may arise that employee feels like this, right? What to do? This is like what to do. This is award winning ad, superb ad, right? Let's see this.
Lữ thương tiểu khổ. Lữ thương tiểu khổ. Ủa thỏa lữ mình mừng lão sĩ, có lữ lọ chăm, nhưng bà có lữ chùa hậu xe lữ theo hả? Ủa thỏa lữ. Lữ mình kêu lữ mới ổ, nàng mô bội. Chúng mẹ có thiếu một cái con này. Ủa cho sinh xe cho chuột. Mình cải gần hủi.
Right, the situation sometime arise what to do, and this situation of the employee may arise because of the challenges. There are multiple ways of the challenges, right? Multiple format of the challenges, right? But then one has to deal with it. So moving further, same point, challenges. The another is lack of feedback mechanism. This we discuss. If there is no feedback mechanism, proper feedback mechanism, the employee will not be able to understand what is right or where they are making any mistakes. So if they are not being aware about what are the mistakes, they'll keep repeating. So to avoid that, the important point is there must be a proper feedback mechanism should be created, so that the employees are properly aware what is right and what is wrong, what they are doing good they are also aware about, and what where they can improve, rather than Mystica would say where they can improve, that also let them know. So that will enhance the overall culture of the organization. So it is written over here that without proper feedback mechanisms, employees may not have a way to express concern or suggest improvements in the customer service processes and practices. So one must have the mechanism or that culture created in the organization which speaks about the feedback mechanism, right, where they are free to give their suggestions, concerns, right, and where it is being taken in the right positive sense. Okay. Yes. Can you please put your mic on mute? It's unmuted. Yeah, thank you. Okay, moving further. Feedback we have discussed. Now, inconsistent services. This is again important point. Customer wants services as a consistency, right? So because they have set their expectations from the organization, and it is being delivered in the same manner, and for that, organization or the company has to set a certain processes, and these processes are being followed by the employees. So the most important thing is employee has created this, but if the employees are keep leaving, then how it is going to be taken care? Who will take care of that? If turnover is very high, how it will be taken care, right? So this is very, very important, that to provide that consistency in the services, employees are properly trained, right? And then the same employee should continue, or if he or she is being promoted, then the next employee should be trained properly. So variability in the quality of service provided by the different department or a team can result in the inconsistent experience for the internal customer employees and affect overall satisfaction. Similar way, if we talk about the internal customers, the management policy should also remain same, right? So it should not change with the change in the hierarchy. So that is very important, because earlier, just an hypothetical example, earlier employees were receiving X facility. After some time, the X facility has been stopped or modified into Y. So that inconsistency in the service will, not give, or it will create a dissatisfaction to the employees. So that consistency in the services being offered to our employees should also be the same, right? It should be same, so that they are very clear. Okay, yes, these are our policies, right? These are the way we are being taken care of here in the organization, so they will feel secure as well. Yes, these are the consistent services which are being offered to the employees or to the us. And last is on the slide, resistance to internal customers. Now, this resistance is sometimes employees may resist providing assistance or support to their colleagues, viewing it is an additional burden. This can lead to a friction and hinder the collaboration. Sometimes what happens, some employees may feel that they are not ready to support their colleagues. They feel insecure as well. They feel this as a burden as well. Sometimes they feel that but if I train them, they learn everything from me, then my job will be at stake, right? So such things will definitely create a lot of trouble in the organization. So first and foremost is the hierarchy should be set, right? And the motivation and the framework in the organization should be set. Okay, prepare your uh, next and train them, your junior, on a such a level that they'll take your chair and you'll go to the next chair, right? So that should be said properly. So if the message is clear, yes, you are giving proper training to your juniors or your colleagues, right, properly, then you will be promoted accordingly. So such things will take care of this problem. But if there is a resistance in internal customer, then the overall environment of the organization will be affected. And this is a big challenge. So in this slide, there are 3 challenges written, which are lack of feedback mechanism, inconsistent services, and resistance to internal customers. Shall I go to next slide? Yes, members, shall I go to next slide? Is it clear?
It is, Doc.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, it's clear.
Thank you. And the last point, last challenge, lack of recognition. We discussed this in the positive point. The recognition is there. People feel, employee feel motivated, employee feel appreciated. But failure to this and recognize and reward employee for their contribution to the customer service within the workplace can lead to the decreased motivation and lower down their morale. So it is very important that recognize even the small efforts of the employees. So now to address these challenges, organizations should prioritize effective communication, provide comprehensive trainings, and encourage collaborations with the internal departments. They need to invest in technology and resources, foster a culture of respect, inclusivity, and continuous improvement. If this will be done, right, it will be taken care by the organization. Challenges can be overcome, right? So the challenges part is done. Now, the next is importance of qualification for customer service at workplace. This is like, what is the importance of qualification, right? But uh, team, here I would request for the break of uh, 5 minutes to everyone. Can we have a break for 5 minutes?
Sure. Yes, we can, Doctor.
Sure. Thank you. So we'll join once again after 5 minutes. Let's have a break. Hello. Yeah, everyone. So now, starting back. Shall I start? Everyone is back.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, this point speaks about the importance of qualification, qualification, knowledge, both, right? So this is talking about the importance of qualification for work uh, at workplace, the customer service, which means while hiring people in the organization, why the qualification are also equally being important criteria for the selection. So let's discuss one by one. First point is competence and expertise. Qualified employees possess the necessary skills, knowledge, and expertise to effectively assist customer and colleagues. They can provide accurate information, make informed decisions, and resolve issues efficiently. This is the competency and expertise come with the qualification, which and the knowledge which is being generated or earned out of that qualification. So, for an example, if someone has done management degree, right, they know how to handle the customers. Someone has done the medical degree, they know how to handle the customer, the patients. Law guy is aware about how to handle the legality because they're competent enough. They have that skill set, they have that knowledge, they have that expertise. So when we want to create environment in the organization which is in the favor of, right, so the first important, and the qualified guy can understand as well, okay, what is the importance to have a positive culture in the organization. So the qualification along with the, so does not mean that non-qualified people cannot, but this is the topic what we are discussing is the importance of qualification. So based on the designations, based on the requirement of the job, qualification plays an important role. So if qualified people is there in the that particular office or for the chair, they can provide accurate information to the customers. They can make the informed decisions as well, and they can resolve the issues efficiently. And that's the importance to have the qualified people in the organization. Second important point, confidence. The confidence level of the qualified people are at a different level, right? So employees with the relevant qualification tend to be a more confident in their roles because they are qualified. They have the competency, they have the skill set, they have the knowledge. So this will give confidence as an output. This confidence translates into better interaction with both the internal and external customers as they can be addressed questions and concern with authority and assurance. They can answer the questions with the internal external customers with the authority and assurance because they are very clear, they are knowledgeable, they know their job well, right? So definitely confidence will go up, and that's the reason the importance of qualification is always there in the organization. The next point is quality of service. Qualified employees are more likely to provide a higher quality of service. So more, the statement says that qualified employees are more likely to provide higher quality of service. So they're more qualified, they possess the more technicality, they possess the more knowledge, know how they are aware of, right? So they try to offer the more service, right, to the employees. They understand the best practices and standards in customer service and can consistently meet or exceed those expectations. So because they understand their role properly, they are confident, they are knowledgeable, so they will provide a quality service. So within even in the organization, the member who is taking care of the team, so that is team leader, understand these things so well. So he will take care of his employees. He will take care of the internal team. He will take care of the inter departmental relationship because they are aware. Okay, what is the importance of interdepartment relationship, right? Is it okay to go for the next slide? Is it clear, members? Can anyone reply, please?
Yes, it's clear.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you.
It's clear. It's clear.
Thanks. Again, the same point. Importance.
Madam Gill.
The
Oh,
problem
no.
solving. Sir, can you please mute your mic? The problem solving. The qualification or the qualified people often includes training in the problem solving techniques. Employees with these skills can quickly identify issues, analyze root cause, and implement effective solutions leading to improved customer satisfaction, which means that if there are any problems as well, just a minute. So if there are any problems as well, they can understand, they can analyze it properly so that the solution to the problem is also amicable, which is in the favor of the team, right? And it can be sorted. It can be, in the interest of both the parties. In case of any problem, it may be between the employees, between the department, between the external and internal customers. And to handle this, of course, a skilled qualified person is required, right? So the problem solving can be handled properly if there is a proper person with qualification. The next, efficiency will go up. If you have a qualified member in the team, efficiency will be at the different level. So qualified employees tend to work more efficiently, right? They can streamline the processes, they can reduce the errors and avoid time consuming mistakes, and resulting in improved productivity and cost effectiveness. Efficiency will definitely go up because they understand their job well. They'll streamline the processes. Error will be minimized. Time consuming mistake may be avoided, or it will be at the maximum possible at the minimum level, and resulting in improved productivity and cost effectiveness. This all can be handled properly with the help of qualified people. Last point on this slide is adaptability. Employees with the qualification are often better prepared to adapt to changing customer needs and evolving business environments. They can learn new technologies, processes, and starting more quickly. Means because they are qualified, any technological change, any change in the customer mindset, any change in the customer wish list, any change in the customer demand from the outside, or any change within the organization. Okay, now my employees are looking for what? Because we discussed in the earlier point that this is cross culture, right? So now people across the world are coming together. So adoption to the culture, respect, and all is important. So if the qualified people are there, they will understand this. Okay, fine. This is a need of art. This everything we need to understand what my customer is looking for, what my internal customer is looking for, and those things can be adopted. And for that, a proper mindset is required, and that will be definitely supported by the qualified people. And that's the importance of qualification for the customer service at the workplace. Similar way, moving forward, to handle the compliance and regulations as well. Every industry or every organization has to follow certain compliances and regulations. Failure to that will be leading towards the penalty clause, right? So to handle these compliances to regulations, we need a qualified person, right? Maybe CA, maybe technical person. We need those people in the team so that this can be taken care. So it is written over here that in some industries, qualifications are necessary to ensure compliance with the industry regulations and standards. Qualified employees can help organizations adhere to the legal requirements and avoid penalties or legal issues. So in most of the things, it is very clear this job will be taken care by this qualified person, right? So this is compliance is a regulation. and same has to be implemented at the organization level as well. So hiring a right people or a right person at the right job is important thing. Once it is done, the environment will be definitely very, very positive in the organization. Moving next, innovation. Now bringing new to the organization is definitely an encouraging job, right? But for that, qualified employees are required. So qualified employees may have a deeper understanding of industry trends and emerging technologies. This knowledge can lead to innovative solutions and improvements in the customer service process. Because if someone wants to do any innovation, they must know their job, they must know that field, right? And this all will come from the qualification. So if uh, if someone technological innovation is going on, the technical knowledge is very, very important. Similar way, something is doing in the area of service offering, that background is important. So to do innovation, qualification is mandatory, right? Because with the qualification, those knowledge will come, that skill set will become, which is required, right? So for innovation, qualified person is required in the organization. Last point on the slide, customer trust. To gain the customer trust, confidence from the customer, qualification is very, very important, which means that customer often trust and have confidence in dealing with the employees who are qualified and knowledgeable. This is very fact, right? When we interact with the qualified people, we'll feel the difference. Okay, they know their area, right? They know about the product, they know about the service. So we feel confident that if we have any technical question, they are they know this and they can handle this, right? They can answer us. So if there is a problem in our instrument, if we go to the technical person, he may answer this because he is a qualified. This trust can lead to the stronger customer relationship and loyalty. Because of this, customer will definitely attach to your organization, your brand, and this will enhance your business, and this will enhance the loyalty of the organization. And this is what actually organizations are looking for. So every business is expanding on the base of repeat purchase, right? A business should not be at a one time only, it should be repeat purchase. So to have a repeat purchase, these are the important things. To whom with they are dealing with, who is our staff, who is the staff dealing with my customers, right? Are they qualified? Are they understanding all the legality? They understand the compliances, they do the product innovations, so that customer trust can be gained. Is it clear to everyone? Members, please respond.
That is okay, doctor.
Thank you. Moving next on the same topic, qualification will help to reduce employee turnover. Because we are hiring the qualified people, they understand their job, they understand for what they are in the organization, right? So they are confident, they have the skill set, so the frustration level will not go up because they know what I am doing is as per my qualification, right? So qualified employees are more likely to feel competent and satisfied in their roles, which can lead to higher employee retention rates. This stability benefit both organizations and its customers. So because employees are there for a long term, they understand their organization well, they're very clear about the policies, they're very clear about the policies for the internal and external customers, right? So that will give them the satisfaction of doing job with the organization, and due to that they will not leave the organization, which is most important thing. So the employee turnover will be reduced. The next point on the slide is professionalism. The qualification often comes with a sense of professionalism. Qualified employees tend to exhibit professionalism in their interactions, which can enhance the organization's reputation. This is very, very important, right? Today the world is growing, everyone is connected, so professionalism is needs to be maintained, right? So very nice written on the point that qualification comes often with the sense of professionalism, and qualified employees tend to exhibit that professionalism. So they are exhibiting that, and that gives comforts to the customer as well, whether it is being an internal customer or be it as an outside customer. But that professionalism gives them that comfort zone. They accept those behaviors, right? And this will definitely enhance the reputation of the organization. So it is equally important that professional people joining the organization will take the reputation of the organization also to the next level. So this is very important. Last point on the slide is competitive advantage. Organization with well qualified employees in the customer service position can gain competitive advantage. They better position to offer superior service compared to the competitors with the less qualified staff. This is very, very clear. If firm A and B are in the market, this is just an hypothetical example. If firm A has the more qualified staff compared to B, firm A will tend to offer more professional services because the staff is qualified. They understand their role, they understand their product, they understand what customers are looking for. So what happens that customer feel valued in more valued with the firm A compared to B, right? So that the business will be definitely affected. And that's how, see, there are a lot of competition in the real world as well. So where there is, the companies are also, chasing behind the talented staff to invite them on their board, right? So they are looking for that qualified member to join their organization so that they will take their organization to the next level. So this is again the importance of the qualification on the customer service front. These 3 points are clear to all members.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, moving next. Now we have seen that the importance. First, we saw the concept of what is customer service at workplace. Then we understand the characteristic, the key areas. Then we saw the importance. Then we saw the challenges. Lastly, we saw the last point was, okay, what is the importance of qualification in that. Now, after this all, again, the point is now what organization needs to do. This is we discuss at the different level. Now, what organization has to take care of. So this is from the company's point of view. Okay, what they need to do to maintain customer service at workplace, right? So that's the meaning of the topic. What organization needs to do. So to begin with, first they need to provide training and development. This we discussed, right? Identify the specific skills and knowledge needed for the customer service role within the organization. For an example, HR department. So the organization has to clarify the role of HR, what HR will do as per the policy. What are the policy, in what sense it is being, and what level, what are the offerings, perks, benefits are being offered to the employees. So that's everyone is very, very clear on this front, right? So that training has to given. Then develop comprehensive training programs that cover customer service principles, communication skills, problem solving techniques, and any other relevant company specific procedures. Now the training program has to be developed for all, which majority covers how to handle internal customers. That is how to, take care of our internal employees first. Then how communication skills should be. Then in case of any problem, how you are going to handle those problems. So problem solving techniques and any other relevant company specific procedures. So the company, they are into whatever the business, according to those business, whatever the trainings are required, that should also be planned accordingly so that they are technically also guided or trained properly. And on the other front, which is soft skill, also they are trained very much properly. Then implement ongoing training and development opportunities to keep employees up to date and continuously improve their skills. So training should not be a one-time affair, right? It should be ongoing, continuous training because daily there are, daily that means regularly there are technological updates, there are changes in the market, demand, is getting changed, customer taste and preferences are getting changed, right? So they should be trained properly, and this training will offer them a scope for the further development in their career, right? So this is very important that the proper training and development will be given from the organization point of view. This is point number 1. Second point, what we expect from the organization is to clear service standards, establish a clear and consistent service standards and expectation for employees. This is what we discussed earlier also. Okay, let's have a clear and consistent service standards, a service book. Okay, these are the rules and policies for the employees. So with this, it will be consistent and being referred in the future as well in case of any requirement. So there won't be any variation, there won't be any inconsistency, right? Provide guidelines and best practices for various customer service scenario. Sometimes it happens that our employee is sitting in front of the customer. Customer is demanding some specific discount, for an example, specific service commitment. So in that case, it should be again a part of the manual that of that department that in case of such scenario, you hold this power. So with that, what happens? They are aware, yes, I follow the policy, and they feel privileged that I hold this power to deal when I'm dealing with the customer. And communicate organization's commitment to the internal customer service excellence, and do communicate everything what company is expecting from the employees. So the first point on this slide is give the proper training and development to the all employees. And second point on the slide says that have a clear manual which speaks about the rules and policies very clearly, and also talks about the extra power which is being offered to the employee when they are dealing with the external customer. Am I clear, members? Am I clear on this slide?
Yes.
Thank you. Next point, what organization needs to do? Resource and tools. We discussed earlier. If there is a shortage of resources, there is a shortage of tools. Customer cannot perform, employees cannot perform their duty properly. Their efficiency will get affected, and that's how they will lead towards or they feel demoralized, right? So what is important that ensure employee have access to necessary resources, tools, and technology required to perform their customer service role efficiently. So it is important that our organization take care of the all resources and tools to perform their job. It should be there, right? Provide access to database, software, communication channels, and reference material as needed. So our employee need access to some of the database. They need to use softwares. They need some communication channels. They need reference material as well. So whatever they are looking for or they need to perform their job properly, it's a duty of the organization to provide that. So the point says, in conclusion, I would say the point says that organization has to offer proper resources and tools to complete their job, so that employee can work properly, so they will remain motivated, they will feel appreciated. Next point on the slide is communication channels. To set up an efficient and accessible communication channel for the employees to seek assistance, ask questions, and provide feedback. Now the question is, we want to communicate, but how to communicate, right? So that should be created within the organization. Okay, if I need any help, how to get that help? So how to ask the questions? Where should I provide the feedback, right? All should be taken care by the company. Okay, if my employee, group of employee, individual employee wants to convey a message to the management, what is the communication channel? So that channel has to be established. The another important thing, encourage open and transparent communication within the organization. So organization has to create open and transparent communication. So they should not, any employee should not feel that okay, there is no transparency or there are biasness, then they won't come up, right? So we should encourage, as an organization, we should encourage that it should be open, transparent communication within the organization, so that everybody, if someone wants to convey something, they feel that okay, I can convey this because there are transparency. Correct? Am I clear on this slide? Resource and communication channel.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Similar way, company has to establish feedback mechanism. As discussed earlier, feedback is important. So that mechanism should be established, right? So such a survey, suggestion box, together input from the employees about their customer service experience. So we have seen in the market that there are suggestion boxes, right? There are certain feedback emails which we receive after purchase. So that should be there within organization. Again, the system should be there. Okay, if someone wants to give the communication, or let's say someone wants to give the suggestion for the internal team, there must be a suggestion box within the organization where someone can easily, without any fear, they can drop their suggestions, right? And similar way, that will enhance the internal customer service experiences, because they will feel that yes, I have conveyed and management has heard that, right? And after collecting feedback, it is even more important to act on the feedback collected, right? So act on the feedback to make improvements in the customer service process. So organization has put the suggestion box, but there is no implement on that, won't work, right? So the important task from the organization point of view is collect the feedback, and then let's put the efforts to take it forward. So we'll work on that all correct feedback, and we'll try to improve on that, right? So then customer feel happy, that internal customer or employees feel happy that yes, my voice has reached to the management and management has taken the appropriate action, whatever the possible way. Next point on the slide is recognition and rewards. Implement recognition programs to acknowledge the reward employees and who excel providing customer service. Nowadays, there are in the organization systems like employee of the month, employee of the week, right? Uh, they have achieved this, and there is a cash, non-cash, right? Different way of rewards associated to that. So this is very, very important, because this feel them motivated who has received this, and at the same time the other employees of the same department feels that yes, there is a scope, right? If I do so, I will also receive this. So they'll feel motivated. Okay, next time I want this award, right? So they will work accordingly, they'll put their all efforts. So this is very important. And recognize and celebrate achievements and contribution related to customer service. Make it as an event. There are always, and some organizations started the event. Okay, this is today, this is a celebration towards recognizing and reward for the internal employees, internal customers. So that will give the, and invite families as well, their families as well, so they feel proud. Yes, even family feel proud, and this all positivity will impact to the organization as well. Yes, people start feeling that yes, this is my organization. Even family thinks he's working in the right, he or she is working in the right organization where they appreciate the employees, right? So that word of mouth positivity go in the market, and definitely it will help organization to attract the talent and to retain the talent. Sorry, any doubt in this slide, members?
No.
Thanks. Next point is leadership and role modeling. Encourage leadership to lead by example when it comes to the customer service. Ensure that managers and supervisors actively support and promote a customer centric culture within their team. That means a leader should be accordingly chosen in the organization that set the examples by leading the role, right? So whenever any customer service comes, leaders should take a initiative. Okay, I am there to support my employees. I am there to support my team. So this culture will set an example in the mind of everyone that yes, we are being considered, we are being respected, we are being heard, we are being valued, right, by our team leader or by the management. So this is very very important, that and he'll set the the standard. Yes, in the organization, if we work in this way, we can also grow and we can also reach to this level. So leadership and role modeling will definitely help them. Then the next point is performance metrics. Define KPI, which is key performance indicator, and metrics to measure the effectiveness of the customer service efforts. Regularly review and analyze these metrics to identify areas for the improvement. This is like now set the performance metrics, which means that assign a role to everyone, right? Those who are responsible for this. Okay, yes, employee engagement program is going on, and you need to perform listed below all the activities, right? And make sure that all activities are being performed during the given time, stipulated time, and what is the feedback on the same. So they need to execute the program, they need to collect the feedback as well, so that we can also always have a feedback that yes, we did this activity, but it was a success or a failure or a mediocre. Similar, then next what we did, what was the result out of that. So this is very very important in that sense, right? So performance matrix plays an important role, and it means that we are measuring the efforts. In a simple terms, we can always say that measuring the efforts, right? So in this slide, there are 2 points which needs to be taken care by the organization. That is, first is set the right leader at the position, and second, define the role which can be measurable. Is it clear to the members?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Same question. The organization needs to do, the next point is conflict resolution process. There will be conflict, there will be difference of opinion in the organization, because people are working for the common goal, but there will be a difference of opinion may happen. There may be conflict with the outside customer, there will be a conflict with the inside customer. But do we have a process? Do we have a set standard? And that was mentioned in the earlier slide somewhere, which says that to give the clear handbook, which says how to resolve the issue, what is the channel, what is the protocol they need to follow, right? So establish a clear process for resolving conflicts and issue that may arise among employees or between the departments. Resolve the conflict, what clear the process. So that process should be known to everyone. Okay, in case of any issue or any conflict, to whom you need to approach and what is the process. Train employees on conflict resolution technique. This is very very important, members. Organization needs to train them. The conflict may happen, but this conflict converts into the major problem if it is not being taken care in the right manner. So if you face any conflict, right, how you should taken care of that, how you will take care of that, how you will tackle handle that problem. So for this, we need to offer the training to the employees. So this is very important to handle conflict, that set the process, right? Moving next, cultural sensitivity and diversity training. Again, this training has to be offered by the organization only, because an employee is joining the organization. Now organization knows that the cultural diversity involved within the organization. So it's a prime duty of the organization to train employee on the cultural diversity, so that the he understand the cultural diversity and take it forward respectfully, right? So it is again a training on the cultural sensitivity and diversity should be offered by the organization, so that everyone is aware about and respectfully they take it forward. Next point will be documentation and procedures. It says that develop and maintain documentation that outline procedures and guidelines for various customer service scenario. Make sure this document is easily accessible to all employees, which means that create a manual. Point number 3 is equal to manual. Create a manual. Define role of everyone. Define the responsibility of everyone. So if anyone wants to refer that document, they can refer it and then they can follow the procedures, right? Sometime it happens, and please make it accessible to every employees. It is for the employees, so it should be accessible to the employees. It's not a confidential document, it's for the employees, confidential for the outsiders, right? So all employees must have access to this document so that they can refer and they can enhance their practices or dealing practices with the customer outside as well, and with the internal as well, because they understand what is the process, which we saw on the first point, which is conflict resolution process. So this process should be a part of this document. Okay, what is the process, what is the hierarchy, what is the protocol, who will take care, who will report to whom, right? So with, and this all things needs to be taken care at the organization level only. Am I clear, members?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Now once in the same continuation, employees are there with us now, everyone wants to grow in the career, right? So we should set up the organization culture in a such a way that they'll feel that yes, my career is there, my bright future is there with the organization, right? Because this we are discussing from the organization point of view. So continuous improvement, foster a culture of a continuous improvement by encouraging employees to identify areas for enhancement in the workplace customer service process. So this culture should be set, right, where they feel that, okay, perform and progress, perform and progress, perform and progress, right? And this has to be set by the organization, because when someone has performed, you recognized, you awarded. This award may be in financial, non-financial, or in the position wise as well. So people will recognize this, yes, when he or she perform well, right, company promote that employee to the next level. So everybody understand that, yes, in this organization, if we perform, we will be promoted, right? And that continuous improvement in terms of skills, in terms of training, everything must be there, because when employee is going to the next level, he also need support of training and other programs, right? The next point is employee engagement, which says that prompt employee engagement by recognizing the importance of the internal customer service and its role in creating a positive work environment. So employee engagement program should be taken care so properly by the organization. There must be a defined timetable for that. There must be a defined process for that. There must be a defined, clarity, who will attend which program, at what level, what program is mandatory to attain. With that, what happens, based on their level, yeah, they'll gain the knowledge and they'll feel engaged, they'll learn many things, and that's how they will improve in their career as well. And the last point on this slide is customer feedback. This is what we discussed earlier as well. We need feedback for the improvements, not for the criticism. So feedback, action on that, and take it to the next level. So encouragement, employee will get. So encourage internal customer, that is colleague, to provide feedback on their experience with the workplace customer service to identify areas of improvement. So sometimes it happens that management feels that everything is okay at the ground level, but there must be a first option to the employees that they can give their feedback. So that mechanism, communication channel which we discuss, right, has to be established. Once the channel is established, then only customer, internal customer, that is our employee, can give the feedback that the cleanliness is not happening properly. Just an example. So that management will get to know, okay, in this area or this plant, cleanliness needs to improve. Then they will take care, or they'll take the action, right? But for that, a feedback has to be given by the employee. So that transparency has to be created, that channel has to be created, and the feedback must need to create in the positive manner, not as a criticism, right? So there are 3 points again we discuss on this slide: is continuous improvement, employee engagement, and customer feedback. Everything is clear to my members?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, here we saw that what organization has to do. Now, if we do this, what is the benefit? Right? The next point is the second last point, which says that what is the benefit? If we do everything right properly, what is the benefit at the organization to the organization, right? So enhance employee satisfaction, because employee feel that they are being heard properly, they are being taken care properly, they receive excellent customer service from their colleagues, internal there is no intra department conflicts, they feel valued, they feel supported. So in turn, their satisfaction level will definitely go up. Once they are satisfied, their next point, which is improved productivity, will be the outcome, because the first point is that they're satisfied. So when they are satisfied, it will definitely happen that they feel productive. They will be productive because they are morally very strong, they are happy at the workplace, and that's how the productivity of the organization goes up, whether you are into the business of product or services, because the employees or the team or the whole department or whole the organization is very satisfied, their productivity will go up, they won't find any excuses for not to work, right? So effective workplace customer service ensure that employee have access to the resources, information, assistance they need to perform their jobs efficiently. This lead to increased productivity across the organization, because now their all the resources being taken care, their information what they're looking for is being provided to them. In case of any assistance is required, they are there. So this will definitely help, and because of this, the productivity will go up, right? So if we provide proper customer service, these are the benefit listed here. Third point on this slide is positive work environment, which we discuss, right? Okay, if the things are being taken care, the positive work environment will be there, the culture of collaborations, respect, mutual assistance among the employees will be there. Positive work environment contributes to reduce stress level and higher employee engagement. So the stress level will also go down because the work environment is very positive, right? So that positivity will help in the employee engagement as well. So see, these all 3 points are interconnected. Employees are satisfied. Point number two, their resources are taken care, and that's why productivity went up. And due to that, the positive work environment is there, and people feel less stressed, and engagement is at the highest level. Members, it is clear?
Yes.
Thank you. The another benefit, it will reduce the conflict in the organization, because they are satisfied, they are happy, right? Their resources are intact. So what happens, everything is available, resources are there, environment is positive, so the conflict will be gone. So the people will ignore some, if any issue arises, they'll try to ignore it, that's fine, okay. So that will go up, right? So the ignorance to such issue will be also go up, right? So positivity will be spread across. So good customer service practices help in addressing and resolving conflicts or misunderstanding among the employees and reduce workplace tensions and frictions, which is very important, that when there is no tensions and frictions, positive will be definitely there, right? The next point will be effective problem resolution, because there is a staff which is skilled in the customer service, they are knowledgeable, they are talented, right? And equipped to identify and resolve issue promptly, they know how to address the issue, right? And they have all resources, so they'll solve the issues also very promptly. This result in fewer disruptions and smoother workflow. So everything will be online, on track. And due to this, the employee engagement will be up, which means that employees are more committed to their work and organization's goal. They are focused on, okay, what they want to achieve, and how they are going to achieve. An excellent workplace customer service plays a significant role in keeping employees engaged and motivated, because employees are motivated, right? They wanted to take the things at the next level, right? Because they're equipped, the problems are not there, positivity is there, so they are aligned with the organizational goal. So any doubt on these 3 points on this slide? Members, everything is clear?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Again, the next benefit would be lower employee turnover, as we discussed, because they are satisfied, they find there are supportive work environment. So finally, it will lead to lower turnover rates, and this reduce the recruitment and training cost as well. This is very important point, because the employees turnover ratio is very low, right? The recruitment and the training cost will go down. Otherwise, what happens, every time the recruitment cost will go up, again we need to train them, again somebody will leave, again we need to hire. So this cost is going down, and the consistency in the service to the external customer will be, will be maintained at the stagnant level. Otherwise, there will be a variation in that. So that consistency will also be maintained. The next point says that the stronger collaborations, because the positivity is there. The customer service encourage employees to collaborate and work together effectively, and they are towards the teamwork, successful completion of the projects and tasks, because the environment is created in a such a way which speaks about, okay, they take care of each other, they respect each other, they respect the culture of each other, right? So though, and the frictions are at the very minimal level, so that it has created a strong foundation between the teams, and this strong collaboration will definitely help hold to the organization as well. And finally, the point is, it will enhance the organizational reputation. Because of all above, good people are staying with the organization, the the service to the customer at a different level, right? And more likely to attract top talent, so that the brand value will go up of the organization, because there is a less turnover, positivity is talked about the employees, their families, the collaboration is good. So everywhere in the market, the positive news about the organization is spreaded. That's how the organizational reputation will go up. This slide is clear, members?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Then the next benefit would be efficient operations, because the process is good, resources are there, so the operations will become easy. So well organized and efficient internal processes supported by good workplace customer service help to reduce operational bottlenecks and delays, because operations are very streamlined, processes are set, manuals are set, so there won't be any bottlenecks and delays in the process. Next point says about the professionalism, which we discuss. Employees are trained in the customer service often exhibit professionalism in their interactions, and because of this, the brand value of the organization will go up, right? Because the qualified staff is there, one is qualified, they are trained, they are well supported, they are well heard, right? And well trained and well developed, so professionalism will be definitely exhibited by the employees, and which will help to the organization as well. And we also discuss competitive advantage, right? So when right people are there, because of the right environment in the organization, they will spread the positivity, so talent will join the organization, and those talented people staying together will definitely give success to the organization. So that's how it is very important that proper culture, positive culture should be established in the organization by considering the employee at the highest level. Is this slide clear, members?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And last point is innovation, as we discuss. More and more flexibility is being offered to the employees, so they would love to do innovation, right? They won't hesitate to do innovation. They won't hesitate to try something new because they know that it is one team. There won't be any blame game, but it would be always a recognition and reward for that, right? And customer trust. Employees who are skilled in customer service are often trusted and respected by the colleagues because they are trained, right? And there is customer trust them. This trust can lead to a stronger interpersonal relationship and cooperation within the organization. So this will also benefit to the organization. So innovation and customer trust will ultimately helpful to the brand of the organization. Am I clear? Any doubt in this?
Yes, it's
Clear.
clear.
Okay. Now, moving to the last point for this seminar. Everything we have discussed. What is customer service at workplace? What are the challenges? What are the importance, right? Benefits, everything. Now, the last point speaks about what is the future scope, right? This is very important to understand because this is something which is really different. Okay, what is the future scope? So first is digital transformation. See, right now we are having this seminar digitally, right? So as workplace become more digitally oriented, customer service is also evolving. The future of work customer service include the integration of digital tools and techniques such as chatbots, virtual assistants, AI powered analysis to provide faster and more efficient support to employees. Now, first point means that the digital transformation is happening at all the level. Somewhere it is faster, somewhere it is a little bit slower as per the requirement of the organization, right? But in upcoming days, now AI is coming up in the world and which is being accepted and adopted by the various organizations at various level. So what happens? Even the customer service, that means employee engagement services or treatment to the employees is also needs to be taken care, right? Okay, now it should be taken care digitally. So nowadays we see that okay, all employees at certain level who join organization are being offered the laptop, right? Or tablet or smartphones as per the requirements because they understood that now my employee needs to connect it with the customer digitally because this is going on, right? That is point number one. Second, after COVID, we have seen that the remote work concept has been very popular and accepted by the organizations as well. So the rise of remote work has necessitated changes in how workplace customer services delivered. There is a growing need for remote support, digital collaboration tool, efficient communication channel to serve geographically dispersed workforce. After COVID, as said earlier, we have seen that the remote work has started, right? Even in the some of the IT company, still some of the employees are working from home. But in that case, how you are going to take care of your employees, right? So you need to now define here something differently because it is future. So generally it happens they offered them laptop, that the required furniture, the internet connection, their electricity bill, their internet connectivity bills, setup cost, all are being offered, and this is customized because it was earlier not the part of policy, but because it was the need of the hour, and now this is a future scope. Many companies are saving their cost in terms of the infrastructure investment, rather they prefer to work their employees from the home, right? So that is very important. So this like how you will help properly to your employees when it comes to remote work. Members, it is clear, this slide is clear.
Yes.
Yeah, this is very important slide, right? So yeah, next is personalization. As we discuss, just like a external customer service, increasingly personalized workplace customer service is expected to become more tailored to an individual employee. They involve customizing support, resources, training based on employees' role and preferences. This is like as discussed earlier. Now, because everybody has a different set of role, they perform their role differently. So now sometime it happens after certain level in the organization, same generalized, okay, technical training can be at the same level, but some technical training or some soft skill training cannot be generalized, because an individual is performing a total different role from his or her colleague, right? So in that case, even a training needs to be personalized. So this is again scope in that. Okay, okay, personalization will come in the future. The next and the important point, employee experience. Now it is very importantly perceived in the organization that they recognize the importance of employees experience as a key factor in attracting and retaining talent, because the experienced people bring the knowledge, they bring the network, they bring the new thoughts in the organization, right? So this is very important. So workplace customer service will play a vital role in shaping the positive employee experience, including onboarding, training, and ongoing support. So this is very important that we consider their experience, what experience they have gained in the past, what experience they have gained in the current organizations, what they have learned, and how it can be utilized for the training of the other members, right? Or to offer the ongoing support to the customers, existing customers. This is very important, and this is the future scope, right? So company needs to be ready for this. So the topic what we discuss is personalization and employee experience, which is playing an important role, which will play an important role in the future. Is this clear, members? Is this clear?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. And now we know the data analytics and AI. This is now the trend, right? So analyzing employee feedback and data related to workplace customer services will become more sophisticated. So now there is a concept of 360-degree appraisal, right? 360-degree performance review. So, and the data which is received by the employee needs to be analyzed properly by the softwares. So that what happened, data driven insights will be given to the organization, and it will help to identify the areas for improvement, track employee satisfaction, and make data backed decisions. So when we collect data, and if it is analyzed statistically or by the proper software, what happens, that can be used, so the decision will be taken with the support of the data. So decision will be data driven. So what happens, the accuracy of the decision will go up, and that is what customer, and that is what even employees are looking for. Okay, the decision from the management should be based on what we have conveyed. So if it is being analyzed properly, the outcome will be properly, right? And the last point on this slide is AI and automation. Now artificial intelligence and automation will continue to play a significant role in workplace customer service. So AI powered chatbots can handle routine inquiries, leaving human employees to focus on more complex tasks and interactions. This is already started. Now, many of the website, if you visit, you will find that there is a chatbot. Once you enter on that website, that chatbot will pop up, right? And that they'll start asking basic question, your name, what you are looking for. We need to choose from the given options, and then they will answer. And then they will say, even on the call, when we call a customer service center, the same chatbot will talk, right? So they'll say, how can I help you? Then banking service, this service, and then you choose, and then they will divert the call to the customer executive. Why this has been started, that data capturing has been done at the initial level from the chatbot only. So chatbot is collecting the data. At the end, they will analyze that the call which we are receiving on the customer care are mainly of which nature, right? And based on that, the main received complaints are of which nature, which department, which services. And based on that, they will analyze the data and they'll solve the problem. And same goes with the internal customers, that is our employees. So they'll capture the data with the AI. Okay, my employees are giving me, this is the common complaint which we are receiving. We have come up with the solution, but yet not resolved, right? So this is important. So AI and automation will definitely play an important role. So this slide talked about the data analysis and AI automation, which is going to be very useful in the employee engagement activities and employee satisfaction. Members, is it clear? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Again, we discussed the diversity and the inclusion. Diversity will increase day by day in the organizations because world is getting connected, right? So the future of workplace customer service will be prioritized in diversity and inclusion efforts. So that has to be included, right? Ensuring that service practices are culturally sensitive and considerate of the unique needs of the diverse workforce. So this is the important thing because now more and more diversified culture people are working together, right? So it should be respected and it should be taken forward accordingly. So that will be scope. Okay, we need to take it forward. This is the way. Next point on the slide is continuous learning, because now employee training and development will remain essential component of workplace culture, because technology keeps changing, demands are changing, customer perceptions are changing, competition level is at a different level, right? So in this case, what happens? The learning, that training will be a continuous part of the job, and on the job training will be definitely given. So it will be a vital to keep up with the changing technologies and practice. So formal training and on the job training will be definitely there to meet up the expectations of the internal and outside customers. Last but the important point on this slide, wellness and mental health support. Stress is everywhere, right? Day by day the stress is going up. So in that case, employees, in the future, employees, we need to take care from the wellness and the mental health point of view. So we need to take care of their wellness, we need to take care of their mental health support. So when any and we have seen this during the COVID, right? Some of the companies were so supportive to their staff as well, right? They have extended their services to their families as well. So that is the requirement, that is the future of the customer service. Is it clear, members? Is it clear on this slide?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. And we know the sustainability and the CSR, which is corporate social responsibility. Now every company is thinking on this line, the environment, the sustainability, and the corporate social responsibility, the how organization can support the society, how they can handle, right, the other issues where they can handle the environment, right? So organization may incorporate sustainability and corporate social responsibility aspect into the workplace customer service by providing resource and support for the employees to engage in socially responsible initiative. So they are very conscious about that, and they have to in the future as well, because these are two important emerging areas where corporate has to focus on that. Next point, hybrid work models. This we all are aware about. Okay, now there is a mixture of. So there are in office and remote workplace, right? So work from home, that is remote workplace, and in office workplace. So how the companies are going to take care of this, right? So at both the level, none of the members would feel that, you know, someone who is working in the office, they have more load, or someone who's at the home, they are having a more load. So that needs to be balanced out. And lastly, on this slide, global workforce. As we discussed, global workforce will be there, diverse culture will be there. How we are going to take care of the cultural diversity and take it forward respectfully. Yes, guys. Any question now? Members, any question? Yes, member. Any questions? Please respond. Any question?
No question. Wonderful lecture.
Okay. So just a minute, last minute, I would like to take. So we discussed this point. Our title
For the
was
question,
customer service in the workplace, and we discussed introduction, key aspect, importance, challenges, importance of qualification, requirements, benefits, and future scope. Right? So yes, members. Then
I've got a
that's
question.
all. Yes, please.
Like for example, I just need advice. How many times can you do trainings for your employees, like quarterly or yearly?
Okay. So let me repeat your question, sir, because there was some background noise. So let's say I device. How many times can you take trainings? Okay, for hotel, how many times you need to take a trainings for employee training? You are talking about?
Yes, like how many times can you do training quarterly?
So see, training depends on the requirement. So there will be two type of trainings, right? One training will be generalized training, which I talked about, and I will put under the title of generic training. One is specific training. Generic means department wise, which is technical training. So someone who is handling the front office, someone who is at the back office, someone is the sale, someone is the kitchen, that training will be separate trainings. And the communication skill, the behavioral skill, the grooming skills, such skill which is soft skills are will be of a different sets. And employees need to take both the training simultaneously, because employee reflects the brand. Had I answered your question?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Any other question? No question? Any question? Okay, members. So I hope that I could convey the title and the topic of the today properly, and please take the benefit of that. And in case of anything, please do your proper feedback for the session as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for patience listening. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you.